Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CCT, Certified Zentangle teacher. And we're doing embellishments and, or I should say maybe background and enhancements so that you can see. I started doing something around the E, and you can see I filled in the background. A lot of patience to fill in behind, but for me it's very meditative because my mind can go in that empty space. I shouldn't say that, that's kind of, but I just don't have the worries, and it just so calming to my mind when I let it go there. And I'm just going to show you right here. I'm going to zoom in on this area right here, and you can see that I'm coloring the background, and I'm going to color in between those little O's, those little circles, and here. And when I start to color in, sometimes I'll see, okay, that's a really big, I've got a lot of space, so I may put just some orbs in there to make that space not so big, and then I color in. So you can see that I am adding a few orbs, and I'm using my Micron 01 because it is a tiny space, and I don't want too much ink going down. But you can see how that fills in, and for me it is so meditative. And I'm just going to cover up. I'm not going to do, well, I don't know. Sometimes I say, well, I'm not going to do that side, fill in that side, but I can, I'm going to fill in between this and up here. Because I consider those other two, if you can kind of see, they're extension of branches that come out that way. Now, I colored in here, but if I color in here, I might have to color all the way up, and I'm not sure that I want to do that as of yet. So, on this enhancement of this tangle, I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to come over here to the end because I like to balance. I want to balance out what dark I've got over here to dark I've got over here. So, and now I'm going to fill in this background, and I really try to make sure that I've got it well filled in, that there's not any little light spots. And sometimes I'll come back and I see that some of these need to have just a little bit more enhancement, so I'll come in and do that. And I also use this to kind of round out if a ball has a funny shape, or a jetty, or something on my background seems not as neat as I would like it to be. I use this opportunity to kind of fill in some, maybe the stripes. I'm going to add some more, but you can see how that's balancing out that this dark and this dark, so you have just kind of a balance. Filling in and looking it over to see where I need to fill in, and I decided I needed to fill in here with black. And as I look at the whole picture here, I just think I want to fill in. I want to put some tangles behind here, but I'm not sure what I want. So I'm just slowly just adding, just little embellishments, different places, little circles, and filling in. And then hopefully something will just come to me, and I will be able to fill it in. I just had something come to me. I think I really want a background, something behind this, just a little bit more tighter Zentangle. You don't always have to have that, but sometimes that is just fun to have in here. And so I try to think of what could go with this, and I'm not sure I like how this ended right here. So I'm going to put another one of those little feather fall things right here. Didn't trace that one very well, but, and then maybe one more here at the top. Just so that, you know, it kind of comes up at the top. And I think I'm going to go ahead and finish filling in this black above here up to P's. And I honestly can't say enough about how relaxing this process is. If you've never done where you've blackened in the background, you are going to be delighted at how relaxing it is. And I think I'm going to put floors. I've been thinking about it behind here, and I'm going to bring it, so I'm just going to draw me a line that comes so I'm just kind of looking as how I would put it behind. You can kind of see me drawing my, and sometimes just working that behind something. So I'd start here and I come over. It looks like it would probably go about right here. And now I have to do the lines going this other direction. I hope you can kind of see them now that little bit better. You can see, so now I'm going to bring my lines coming this direction. So now I have, you can kind of see that grid behind, and now I'm going to go ahead and round all the corners that I can see. So there's one. I'm not going to see all of them. Guess I better do both sides. And can you see how that's helping pull that together? And floors is just a very basic tangle. Very light. Kind of have to pay attention so that you don't miss something, but it's right there with that meditative quality of all tangles. You may choose to put something else back there, but I felt like that was the right tangle for me to have with the other tangles that I have in. I just have to make sure that I've colored in all those spaces, that I don't leave little white specks. So there we have floors in there. And I like this. I'm going to put some more tangles along the, you know, up here, or I think I'm going to put some more orbs just coming down this side. Sometimes that just connects things, and my class will agree. I love circles. I love how they just are fun to put in places. And maybe we could have brought floors over just to this point too. It's fun to kind of have it pop out in unexpected places when you put something behind something else. And I think I need a few more things here at this base of here. Just so I'm going to use some more pays. And I like to sometimes just rotate my piece I'm working on so that it's in a more comfortable position for me. And I encourage you to do that for yourself. It will keep you from pressing too hard on your pen. Just gives your hand in a more relaxed state. Now, when I put that one right there, that allows me to even maybe blacken in right down here to fill this in, because I kind of captured it off. So I don't know if that's a word, but I could put this in. I'm going to put a few more little circles in here, but then I'm going to go ahead and fill this space so that it just gives it more depth. In class I call it drama. I could call it drama here, but I mean, that they hear me all the time. We want to add drama to our tangles. Because if we're going to do something that's meditative for us, we might as well have it look cool. When you do fill in, the tips of that vertigo can sometimes disappear and it changes just a little bit. So you have to be prepared that where those tips are, like this one right here, that tip comes way out. When I fill that in, it's going to disappear. If I don't want it to, then I can put some orbs in there, and that will help keep it so it's not disappearing into the background. And sometimes I jump around. I'll be coloring here and I think, oh, I need to come up here and finish this. And well, that just happens to me sometimes. Sorry about jumping around. But I think, oh, I need to fill that in and work my way down, or I might skip it. I would probably look at it and go back. But you can see how this is just slow work. And there we have that side filled in. And it just helps that drama on this whole thing. Now we're going to